Hello, my beautiful twins. I missed you guys. This is your weekly Twin Flame Soulmate reading. Thank you for all your support, all the kinds of support I get, the comments, the sharing, the liking, subscribing. I really appreciate all the support with this channel. It really helps. Thank you very much. So, I missed you guys. I know I didn't get a chance to do a reading last week. I had to focus on the zodiac signs, which I'm almost done with. So, Aries, Leo, and Virgo, you're up next. So, let's get into it. So, energy wise, we had a wave that came in with the June 3rd new moon. So, a lot of you might be having symptoms of throat symptoms, anything that has to do with the throat, cough, like feeling like there's something in your throat. Some of you might have stomach upset. Okay, so this is all related to the wave, the new moon, whatnot. Okay, this month you're going to feel like your intuition is very strong. You might be getting messages through your dreams, visions. So pay attention to what is going on, okay? So I'm doing things a little different this time around in this video. So I'm gonna first go into the animal spirit cards, and then I'm gonna go into the tarot, okay? So divine feminines, I just want to say one thing before we continue. Feminine and masculine is an energy. It's not a gender, just to make you all know. Welcome to whoever's new. So if you're male, it doesn't matter. You could still be holding a more dominant female energy. Okay, this does not mean you're not masculine. It does not mean like that. Okay, and this also goes for same-sex relationships. Okay, so if regardless whether you're both female, you're both male, you still hold a dominant energy when it comes to how you operate. Okay, so for my feminines, there's the bat energy. So what the bat energy is darkness. Okay, it's the shadow self. And what's going on with this, this has to do with your relationships. So there's something that's coming to a close, okay? And whatever that happened in the past needs to be let go of, okay? So some of you are still harboring anger, resentment, disappointment. A lot of I should have done this, I should have done that, or comparing your connection to other connections. So this is the time to close that chapter of the past and start a new chapter, okay? It's about letting the past go. So all the lower energies of the past need to let go. And that's when you start your new chapter. So this is ending of a cycle is what I'm getting with this. But this might feel very uncomfortable to some of you. And it also might feel like, okay, I'm done with this connection, or I'm done with, it could be anything in your life. Any kind of relationship I'm getting. For some of you, this is your flame connection. But this has to do with past, pain, trauma, what words were exchanged. You need to let that go, okay? Because you can't start your new chapter without letting that go, okay? I hope that makes sense, okay? Because there is a new cycle, and look at the world. So this is a new cycle, okay? So let it go. so you can start your new chapter, okay? And this, for some of you, has to do with, you know, your connection with your, we also got the octopus for the feminine. So this is about you holding on for dear life to your masculine, okay? Holding on like it's an attachment, like they are a possession, okay? So this is about not being clingy, not seeing this as, okay, how should I explain it? Yeah, not seeing your masculine as a possession, more like an addition to yourself, okay? And the only way you can do that is if you know, focus on yourself, right? Focus on your growth, on your healing. So your masculine should be just an addition to you, to the love you have for yourself. Shouldn't be a possession that you are clinging on to. You know, it's like you breathe them, you know, and I know it's for the flame connection. It's like that's how you feel normally, but there needs to be a balance between the energy, okay? There's some type of ownership I'm feeling, like I own this person, I own that person, is what I'm getting with this card, okay? That needs to let go, because all that does is pushes them away. It pushes anyone away. When you're clingy, when you're holding on to someone, and you know, okay, feminines, for some of you, you know that if you've been like this in the past, you know that it pushes someone farther away from you the more you hang on. And I know what it comes from. It comes from fear of abandonment, right? So the thing is that sometimes you go through phases in relationships where you need to let go. You need to let that person grow. You need to grow yourself. So you can't be hanging on every time you feel like something's, oh no, they're going to leave me, you know, that kind of energy. You need to let go. In relationships, sometimes people need breaks to figure out who they are, to grow, okay? And we need to give that person space, and we need to give ourselves that space, okay? It doesn't mean they don't love you. It doesn't mean, you know, they love you less or they don't care. It just means they need their space, okay? Excuse me, you guys. I have a cough I'm trying to get over. So, for my masculines, give me 1 second. Let me drink some water. Okay. For my masculines, okay, kudos to you. You are making progress. So we got the dolphin card for the masculines, and this is about frequency. I love dolphins. Okay, so dolphins have a very high frequency, okay? So at this time, the masculines are healing. They're healing to go into a higher frequency. And like I said in the last video, I think it was the last one or the one before that. Excuse me, guys. So they are healing. They are making progress. You might not see it, but they are. They're going through a big time transformation for some of them. Higher self is what I want to say is they are accepting their higher selves now. So in the past, they have been ignoring the messages that they're getting, but at this time, it's so strong. Telepathy, intuition, their intuition is strong, and it's a very what's a good word for this? Loud. Okay, so I don't know if you've experienced this, but sometimes, you know, when you're going through life and you're in this kind of routine, and all of a sudden, like, you keep getting these messages and then you just ignore them. Well, now for the masculines, they're getting all the messages very loud and clear. Okay, and that is helping that is making progress in their healing. And This is the firefly. Okay, so at the same time, they're being illuminated. This is big time awakening, is what I'm getting for some of the masculines. Okay, so they're waking up, okay, at their own pace. I just want to say that. And we need to not judge masculines for waking up slower. If you're feminine and you're already, you know, awake, whatever you want to call it, and your masculine's taking a long time, we can't judge them, okay? So, but at this time I feel like there's a group of masculines, what I'm getting is that they're being forced to wake up. Okay, and this is uncomfortable for some of them. I want to mention that because a lot of them are practical. Some of them are not as spiritual as, you know, the feminines, generally speaking. So, and I'm not saying this in a judgmental way. That's just how it is, okay? So, as spiritual as you might think your masculine is, for some of them, they're finally really, really waking up. I feel like third eyes are opening up for the masculines. Like they're really getting messages, very strong telepathy in their dream state, especially in synchronicities, in just like everyday life. Like they're stopping and seeing messages that has to do with higher self, what higher self is guiding them to do, what higher self is guiding them to take action. So it could be they're waking up to start taking care of themselves, start taking care of their bodies. Like if they never went to the gym before, they want to go to the gym. They're taking action and taking care of themselves. So now it's just not like, oh, I'm just going to work hard anymore. I'm just going to be a workaholic. It's more like, I need to take care of myself. I need to meditate. I need to listen to music that's healing. Like they're moving into that lifestyle, okay? And this is beautiful. It's amazing. Okay? So let's get into the tarot. I feel like for some of you, there's endings to things at this time. Okay, but these endings, don't be scared to let this fade out of your life because there's a new coming in, okay? Oh, you know what? The video last week was releasing the old to let the new come in. So this is continuing on to that. Interesting. Just thought that. Yeah, things are being phased out, okay? And there's a reason it's being phased out, okay? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, that one I'm not going to do that. So, all right. Okay, so this is very interesting. So my masculines are really deep in their feelings, their emotions. Some of the masculines are watching you on social media, feminines. So they just want you to know that they're not emotionally fulfilled, is what I'm getting. They're not emotionally fulfilled with what they have now in their life. This is interesting. This is what I got that flew off onto this card. So this is about commitment. This is about tradition, okay? So what I'm getting with this card is if you've had an untraditional kind of connection with your masculine. It's like what they're thinking is, yeah, we do have an untraditional kind of thing, but I want the traditional kind. Okay. It's like they're moving towards that. So if you are some kind of a secret, or if you are, yeah, I'm getting secret connection, or it's like the family, like they're not, like people around you are not approving of this connection. It could be different ethnicities. It could be an age gap. So you're not the traditional, like what society expects from a connection is what I'm getting. Or you could have met in a very unusual way is what I'm getting. Okay. So if this is you, okay, your masculine still wants to have the traditional kind of commitment. Excuse me. So if you guys were stuck in a, no, I don't want to say stuck, okay? That's not the right word. Can I have another word for that? If you felt stuck, feminine, okay, in this connection, or the masculine, like, why can't we just be the normal couple? Why can't we just have the normal connection, right? So this has to do with the masculine is thinking, I do want the traditional kind of connection, okay? Because however we've been operating, whatever type of connection we've been operating it at, is not bringing me emotional fulfillment. It's not. Because some people are just saying, I just want a normal connection. I just want us to be like everybody else, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. To each their own, okay? Whatever works out for you. But I feel like a lot of masculines are moving into that energy of, you know what? I have really deep feelings and I want this connection. I want this commitment. I want the traditional courtship, is what they're saying. I don't want to hide my feminine. I don't want to hide, you know, my feelings anymore. Okay? You might not know this, but it really bothers them. Okay, feminines? So I just want to let you know, for those of you who are wondering, if you are in that type of connections, this message is for you. And for my feminines, like, some of you have just given up, okay? You think that there's no love because you are not you're not in communication. So you feel like there's no love anymore. You feel like the love has been lost, is what I'm getting, okay? But at the same time, it's like you're masculine. For those feminines that went through some kind of a connection where there was other people involved, okay? There was other people keeping you from getting together, keeping you. It's like every time somebody had something to say about your connection, or every time you thought you were making some kind of progress with your masculine, and it felt like there was a halt, like there was like going backwards because somebody was getting involved, somebody was giving their opinion, somebody was, taking your masculine's time. It's like what I feel with the masculines, what's happening right now, as they are waking up, as higher self is, illuminating a lot of, how should I say this? You know what a montage of a movie is? Like, you get all these flashbacks of, okay, I'm going to put this up because this is what I'm getting. So, the masculines are getting this kind of montage of scenes in their head where every time it's like you guys were having good times, okay? Good memories, seeing each other, whatnot, beautiful memories. They're getting glimpses of what kept that away, okay? Just like how you do, feminine, the masculines now are realizing that there was other people, there was other opinions, there was, you know, false paradigms that kept you both apart, okay? And now they are healing that. So as they are waking up, they're being illuminated. That's coming to the surface, okay? Because they did not see that before. They were blind to that, is what they're saying. So now they are seeing that every time I was happy with my feminine, something came up. Somebody took my time away from them. Somebody said something. There's people trying to keep us apart, is what they're saying. There was always something that was coming up, okay? They're realizing that now. And that's why they have so much regrets. So much regrets because they let it happen, okay? Whatever that was that got in the way, they let it happen. And why is that? Because they were not in their full masculine energy. And they are really sorry that they did not protect this union like it should be protected. Like they didn't honor this union like it should be honored. Okay? That's how they're feeling. They're feeling regret. They're feeling remorse. They're blaming themselves, okay, at this time. But at the same time, they know that they need to move past that. And that's where the healing comes in. Okay? So this is about healing that part and thinking, I feel like the masculine is really getting a wake-up call right now of what their part is in this connection, okay? What their part is in this connection. Like it takes two, and noticing what actions they did not take that made the connection crumble. And some of them are really mad at themselves. Like they believe people, like it could be, there's different scenarios that I'm picking up on. So some it's like somebody said something about you that it kept them away. They believed it, a rumor. Some said that your connection would never work for various reasons. It could be different scenarios, So they're really being, they're mad at themselves. I'm just going to put it that way. They're angry. And especially because, how should I say this? Some of the masculines are so in control when it has to do with their career, okay? With their job, with their career. But when it comes to their love life, the control is lacking. Yeah, laughing. Thank you. My guides, I swear, they always have to put some humor into something. Yeah, their control is laughing. They mean like they're laughing. When it comes to their connection, their love, their romantic relationships, it's because they don't put enough time and effort into that. Okay, and you have to realize some of them have been sleeping, right? They are not aware of what's going on, who's trying to keep them apart, okay? So now they are healing that part, and this is about balancing out the feminine and the masculine. So as much as some of your masculines seemed masculine to you, it was really no. It was really they were unbalanced and more in the feminine, being passive when it comes to people meddling in your connection. That is coming up really strong. So there's a lot of regret. They're feeling guilty also. Guilty that, how could I let this happen? How could I let these people do this to us? You know, we had such a good connection. How do I let someone else come into my connection and mess it up? Okay. So outside influences, whatever they are to you, you know personally what that means to you. Okay. Okay, so it's coming in. So there's a lot of healing going on at this time. Okay. Someone is gathering up the strength to communicate. Okay. Okay. So someone is gathering up the strength to communicate the truth and be honest and upfront. Okay, this is what's coming in. That's what I asked. So some of you might get communication with your masculines. Oh, interesting. A truce is what I'm getting. A truce. So maybe making a truce. So communicating about some kind of truce. I don't know in the past if you did have a truce and now, I mean, like it could be some kind of a promise that was broken. Maybe coming back to that and making it in full honesty. And, you know, this is a victory card to me. This is like, look at the laurels on this, you know. So this could be coming forward and expressing the truth that they made to themselves or to you. This is like full honesty, which I love. This is an amazing card. But they're gathering up the strength to do that because here's the thing, you guys. As regretful, as guilty, as whatever they feel like, they need the strength to tell you that, okay? They need the strength because they still have pride, obviously. So some of them are trying to, you know, get the pride out of the way to be this, you know, straightforward conversation, okay? Reaching out, communicating. Some of your masculines are coming out of some sort of feeling left out in the cold, if that makes sense. For some others, I feel like they're coming out of financial loss. I'm getting bankruptcies. I'm getting losing a home. Somebody's losing a car. Somebody lost a car or like had to give a car back or something of that sort is what I'm getting. So, and some of them are recovering, okay, from some type of a physical issue or disease or injuries, okay? So they're moving really slowly, okay? But it's still, they're coming with stability is what I'm getting, okay? They're not going to be unbalanced. And yes, it's taking them longer and someone is running out of patience, but it's needed, okay? Oh, that came out too fast. Okay. Somebody wants to start fresh. Yeah. Somebody wants to start fresh. They're making a decision to start this connection like fresh is what I'm getting. Renewed, but in a new way, in a new form, okay? Somebody has made the decision to do that. And I just feel like I feel like communication is opening up, you guys. And some of you are going to get very strong messages, visions, synchronicities, serendipity. Like when it has to do with your masculine communicating with you. So pay attention, you all. Write it down. Don't wave them. Don't wave these messages away. Don't ignore them, because the masculine is trying to really, I feel like the telepathy is super strong right now. Okay, so pay attention. Oh yeah, somebody's coming rushing in. Okay, this is gonna surprise some of you. You're gonna be like, where did you come from? Like, that's how it's communicated. Oh, wow. Okay, so while this is a small group of you, while the masculine has been away, this is for, you know, if you feel like, I feel like this is the part of the group that I'm speaking to. Like, the masculine just took way too long to like make any type of promise or commitment or whatnot. I feel like he's coming rushing in with stability, with a commitment. That's what I'm getting. So this is, to me, is like stability, commitment. This is going to surprise you. And this has to do with the masculines. Also, what they're telling me is they had so much baggage. They were so unbalanced, so much baggage, very hard karmic debt is what I want to say. Okay, in the best way possible. Like, going through a lot in their home environment, their family environment, with whatever they're going through, like very difficult karma. Okay, they're gonna come rushing in with something stable, with a promise, is what I'm getting for some, with a commitment. Like, they've balanced themselves now, and as soon as some of them are on the verge of this, but some of them are already balanced. I feel like what they're saying is that within the next 3 weeks, okay, some of them are going to come in, rushing into your life and saying they want something serious. They want a commitment. They're going to promise you something. This is going to shock some of you. Yeah, some of you are going to be totally shocked. Like, where did you come from? What? Wait, what happened? I love that. Okay, yeah, totally. Higher self. Yep. Okay, so this is it, you guys. So, as I was saying earlier, higher self, they're finally listening to higher self. They've been getting messages for a long time. They have been ignoring it for a long time. Now they're having some sort of awakening. Like I said, a lot of things are being brought to the light, okay, by the higher self. I feel like the higher self, for some of them, like higher self got sick of, you know, somebody ignoring their messages, is what they're saying. Like, it's time. We need to wake you the heck up, okay? So that's what's going on at this time. And what they're doing is releasing the past, okay? So this could be for either one of you or both, okay, feminines. Because I don't know if you all know, twins share a higher self, okay? Higher self is shared. So don't think that your healing and your growth goes unnoticed. Higher self knows everything. Higher self, let me tell you something. When you work on yourself and you grow, higher self rewards you for that, okay? In so many ways, rewards you. And they look at your masculine and they're like, okay, the feminine is rising higher. We got to get the masculine on board too, okay? So higher self is in here and saying, you know what? We're letting the past go. We're moving out of these turbulent waters, leaving the past in the past. But this is a 6, right? So this is a soulmate number. So moving away from all the baggage, all the you guys would know what I mean, like the dirty laundry, We're moving into calm waters now. It's time, okay? And that's when this is strengthening bonds between you two. This is positive, passionate beginnings together. Having the passion to renew this, okay? Not looking at what didn't work out, looking at what will work out. Not living in the present, in the past, living in the present and letting the past go. And that's what it was about the bat, feminines, okay? This is about letting the past go, letting all that go, because you can't strengthen bonds with someone. Once again, reconciliation is what I'm talking about. When you're living in the past, you can't live in the past anymore. It's out, okay? So make sure when you come into communication with your masculines, which some of you is around the corner, you don't harbor the anger, the disappointment from the past, okay? Yeah, you can talk through that, but don't talk in those energies where you're stuck in that energy, okay? Because that's not, that you're going to be stuck, you're going to stay where you are, is what I want to say. You need to open that new chapter between you two. And I feel like for some of you, that new chapter is opening. Like, that's what I'm getting. I'm seeing a book and somebody's turning the page, okay? New chapter. I'm getting goosebumps when I say this. New chapter is coming through. So make sure you leave all the mess of the past in the past. Do not live the past right now. Do not live the past when your masculine comes back in or when you guys see each other. Do not bring up the past. If you want to talk it through, first listen to what they have to say, okay? Because they have a lot to say to you. They're making plans right now. They're making plans, okay? If this resonates with you, I know that there's a lot of twin flame groups. But if this resonates with you, they're making plans. Definitely. And decisions, for sure. Yep. What about that? Some of them, what they just told me, are at the crossroads. Like they're in a stalemate energy. But whoever's in a stalemate energy right now, which some of you don't know, so by the next new moon, they are going to take control, okay? They're going to make a decision. So this is the Emperor. I feel like some of them are really moving into full, the sun energy is what I'm getting. Wait, why am I getting Cancer? Cancer is the 21st. Is that when Cancer season is? I'm getting okay, Cancer season, I'm getting decisions being made, okay? So for those of your masculines that are in that stalemate energy, there's a lot of stress that they're going through and they're overcoming all the obstacles they need to come to you, okay? That they need to be ready for this connection. So you might think that your masculine is not planning anything because you're unaware. But I feel like what they're doing is they're fighting off whatever needs to be fought off to get to you. And they are stressed out right now. Stress is playing a factor in their life because there's people clearing up things. There's clearing up is what I'm getting. There's purification. There's detox. Somebody's going through a new diet plan is what I'm getting. Someone is eliminating sugar out of their diet, which is great. I know it's not easy. I love it. Okay, so what I'm getting is somebody is this is for if you felt like, oh my God, this is total progress. If you felt like your masculine was not giving you enough, I feel like they're coming in with, okay, their heart is open, their heart chakra is opening up, and I feel like they are going to give you what they did not give you. It's like they're going to make up for lost time. They're going to be more generous in all ways, with their time, with their effort, with their money. So if you went through some kind of a connection with your masculine whereas you felt like, hey, they never buy me anything, they never, they're cheap, or, whatever I want to say. They don't spend money on me. Like, they're not as generous as I would want them to be, is what I want to say. They're going to come in with, like, some of them want to shower you with stuff, is what I'm getting. Shower you. So that's how they're going to come in, okay? That's how they're planning on coming in too. They're realizing that a lot of them, I'm telling you, are getting the montage is what I'm talking about, of flashbacks of all the times that they didn't do enough, or all the times that they took you for granted, and how it affected, all the times they let people invade in your connection, like tell them what to do, like they're not right for you, or what are you thinking? That's not, that connection is not going to go anywhere. They're thinking about all those times. So it's like when they come in this time, I feel like they're going to come in with balance. They're moving towards you with balance is what I'm getting, okay? So anyhow, you guys, I hope that has helped you in some way. Please let me know in the comments, and also let me know if you're experiencing how this resonates with you. I'd love to know in the comments. I read all my comments, so I try to, reach out to anyone who makes comments as much as I can. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting this channel. If this resonates, please make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you already have it, okay? I wish you all the best, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye. One more thing, guys, I forgot to mention. I am finishing up the Twin Flame Healing Meditation video next week, okay? So make sure, if you're subscribed or not, doesn't matter, you're subscribed and you have your notification bell on to be notified as soon as I release that, okay? This is awesome. This is major. This, I feel, is going to help so many people. This was channeled to me by my guides, twin flame, groups of beings, okay? So I just want to I want you guys to know that it's very special, and I know it's going to help so many of you, okay? So make sure to hit that notification bell, and you will be notified as soon as I release it, okay? I'm going to make a separate video about that. All right, I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.